Hey folks, Doc D in the Dungeon, welcome back. So this is probably going to be one of my more ambitious projects. It's a Monarch 10EE, and I've had this for a while. It was a marketplace find, and the pictures online, it didn't look terrible. And stuff like this goes really fast, so I just told the guy, I'll take it, I'm on my way. And then I got there, and it's a little worse than what I would have wanted. And so I've really struggled with what to do with this. In previous videos, I had 3 Monarch 10EEs that I was in the process of restoring. When I moved down here to Florida, I went ahead and I auctioned those off just because I didn't really have a place to put them, and transport of them would have been costly. I already had a lot of stuff to transport, and so I sold them at auction, and I got my money back out of them and a little more, but not a whole lot. These things are pricey. When they're fully restored, they go for $10,000 to $15,000, which is kind of crazy. They're the Cadillac of lathes. I've always wanted to own one. Well, this is the 4th one I've owned. But like I said, when I showed up to pick it up, it was sitting in an open air. It was covered, but it was open air, and so that rain could blow in from the side, and it's in really bad shape. With that being said, when I look at the waves, yes, they are all rusted, but I'm not actually seeing pits. So I think that it will clean up to be usable, but again, this is going to be one of my more ambitious projects. I had thought about simply just parting it out, and it may wind up coming to that when it's all said and done anyhow, but I don't think it will. I think that I am going to restore this. This is going to be a long-term project. This will probably take me a year to do this because it's going to be very large. I'll have other things going as well. But why do I feel so strongly about trying to save this? Well, I spent a full career in the Army, and so military things matter to me. This is a U.S. Navy possession. It still has its U.S. Navy tag. Property U.S. Navy 200 020127. And so to me, that makes this something that's a little more valuable than just a regular Monarch 10EE, as it came out of probably a Navy ship. So let's take a look. What are we getting ourselves into? Well, I'm not really sure. I'm going to take you off the stand here, and we're going to walk around this. So we'll zoom in on that tag. All right. So our data plate. So this is I'm guessing a World War II era machine. This machine conforms to orders of the War Production Board. Another data plate here. All right, now let's take a... everything is frozen on this. There's nothing that actually turns. Well, okay, there's one thing that turns. Spindle's frozen. All the levers are frozen. The saddle's frozen. Cross slide's frozen. Even the tailstock is frozen. It does still have looks like the DC motor in there. Let's walk around. You know what? I'm not sure. No, I don't know whether it does have the DC motor in there. Well, we'll find out more as I tear it apart. Here's the back side of it. It does have a taper attachment, which is cool. So I paid $400 for this. And you know, I'm a man of my word. If I tell you that I'm going to buy something, I'm going to buy it. You know, and I told the guy that, yeah, I'll take it. And I got there. It wasn't quite it wasn't quite in the condition I thought it was, but you know what? I told the guy to take it, so I took it. All right, so a lot of work to be done yet. It does still have the gearbox in it. Yeah, that's a DC motor. I'm sure that that's not in working order. So let me put you back on the stand. So I'm going to try to devote an episode a week to working on this. I'll do other episodes doing other stuff, but I'd like to make some forward progress on this. And you know, so the very first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the tailstock. I'm going to try to remove the tailstock, and I'll get that stripped down. Then I'll move on to, I don't know what my cat's doing. She's, what in the, Bonnie, what are you doing? Sorry. We have 3 shop cats. There's never a dull moment. I'm not really sure what my cat's doing. I don't know. I want to know. But anyhow, I'm going to start with a tailstock. I'll probably start with that today. See if I can get that off of there. I'll drop it in a vat of Evapo Rust and get that going. And then I'll start on the saddle. I'll probably try to get the cross light off of there first, and then the saddle. And it's going to be a long process. So hopefully this interests you. My videos with the other 10EEs drew a lot of attention. And so here we go. So please like and subscribe and follow what we're doing, because this is going to be several months worth of videos, and I think it's going to be all worth it in the end. Talk to you out. Thank you.